Okay, what if I told you that you could take your entire 10-hour workday and crush it down into just one single focused hour? Sounds pretty wild, right? Well, today we're going to break down the exact AI stock and the mindset you need to make this your new reality. Here's a thought that's going to shape everything we talk about today. The future of work, it's not about who can grind the longest or burn the most midnight oil. No, the richest, most productive people, they won't be the ones doing all the grunt work themselves. Instead, they become what we are calling an orchestrator, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Think of yourself as the conductor of an orchestra. You're not trying to play the violin, the drums, and the cello all at once. No way. You're directing a whole symphony of specialized AI tools that do the heavy lifting for you. And when you see it side by side like this, man, it really hits you. On the left, that's the old way, just hours and hours of manual tasks. On the right, that's the new way. If you're still stuck on the left, you're literally just throwing away 90% of your time. So let's get that time back, starting with layer 1. First up, we've got to tackle the administrative work. You know what I'm talking about, all that unpaid, behind-the-scenes stuff like scheduling, emails, and follow-ups. It's the silent killer that just eats away at your day and, let's be honest, your profits. But just by automating this one layer, we're talking about getting back a huge 3 hours every single day. That's almost 15 hours a week. Think about what you could do with that time. So how do you actually do this? Well, you use a few key tools. You've got Motion, which is basically your AI project manager. It just automatically schedules and moves your tasks around based on their deadlines. Then you pair it with something amazing like Fireflies.ai. This thing actually joins your Zoom calls, transcribes everything, and then automatically sends a perfect summary to your client. The result is just, wow. You spend zero time on scheduling or meeting notes. Zero.
Okay, with that admin stuff out of the way, let's build on it with layer 2, the creation layer. Now, for anyone who makes things, writers, coders, designers, you name it, we all know the real enemy, right? It's that terrifying blank page. This is where things get really crazy. By tackling this blank page problem with AI, you can save a whopping 5 hours. I mean, this is the big one. This is where the most significant time savings are, and it totally changes how you create.
So, what's the big secret? It's simple, really. You stop starting from scratch. Period. You use powerful AI like Claude for your writing, or something like v0.dev for coding, to generate the first 80% of the work. You give it your style, your guidelines, and boom, it gives you a solid draft to work with. Your job completely changes. You're not a starter anymore, you're a finisher. And this chart, this pretty much sums it all up. Look at that. The vast majority of the initial, painful work is just done, handled by AI. You then swoop in for that last 20% and add your expertise, your creative flair, your final polish. It's a partnership, and it saves you hours of agony. All right, now for the final layer, and this is where you really start to level up. It's called the automation multiplier. This is what turns you from a standard freelancer into what people are calling a 10x freelancer. The magic word here is integration. We're not just using single AI tools on their own anymore. Oh no, we're building a whole interconnected system where all your tools start talking to each other, creating these incredible automated workflows. You use platforms like Make.com to build these things called workflows. So, a single event, let's say a new client fills out your contact form, can trigger a whole chain reaction of automated tasks. The result is, well, it's pretty incredible. You could literally be at the gym while your business is out there pitching to new clients for you. Let me walk you through what this actually looks like step by step. So, a potential client fills out your form. Instantly, an AI agent goes to work, researching their company. Then, it takes that research and drafts up a personalized proposal, and just saves it in your drafts folder, waiting for you to give it a quick 30-second look over. All of that happens while you're doing something else. Okay, but before you go and automate your entire life, there is one golden rule that you absolutely cannot forget. This is what holds the whole system together. It's the idea of keeping a human, you, in the loop. Look, I get it. The temptation is to just set everything on 100% autopilot and walk away. But trust me, that is the single biggest mistake you can make. Total automation lacks strategy, it lacks empathy, and it definitely lacks the common sense that only a person can provide. The sweet spot, the perfect balance is this: 80% AI, 20% you. Let the AI do what it's good at.
The speed, the data crunching, the first drafts. But you always reserve that final 20% for the human touch.
So what's in that final 20%? That's you. That's the human soul of the operation. You provide the high-level strategy. You bring the empathy to really get what a client needs. And you are the crucial final check that guarantees quality. This partnership is how you suddenly find yourself able to handle 5 clients with the same effort it used to take for just 1.
At the end of the day, all these tools and all these hacks, they're pretty much useless unless you adopt a completely new mindset about what work and value even mean. This is the real payoff of becoming an orchestrator. And this quote right here, it just nails it. The old way of thinking was that you get paid for your effort, for the hours you put in. The new world, it pays you for your output, for the results you deliver. Your client doesn't care if a project took you 10 hours or 10 minutes, as long as the result is excellent. And that leads to the final and maybe most important takeaway. When AI gives you this incredible superpower of efficiency, don't you dare lower your price. Instead, you keep your value high and you increase your volume. You take on more clients, you scale your business, and you multiply your income. So, I'm going to leave you with a question. I want you to really think about your own workday. What's that one thing, that one task, that's the silent killer of your time? Go find it, because I guarantee you there's an AI tool just waiting to help you build your own 1-hour workday.